So Coachella car camping is a mess this year. We've been here for like over 2 hours and we still have no clue where we're going.
The Coachella nightmare they don't want you to see is finally coming to light. Celebrities abandoning ship, fans trapped for 12 hours, and the jaw-dropping truth behind America's most exclusive festival meltdown. Thousands paid small fortunes only to end up deserted in scorching heat while influencers lived like royalty. The shocking videos are breaking the internet, and what we've uncovered about this year's disaster will leave you speechless. The problem started before any music even played. When people arrived at the campgrounds on Thursday morning, they found total chaos. Cars were backed up for miles in the burning California sun, turning into a 12-hour nightmare that left families with children and young adults stranded. Social media quickly filled with desperate pleas for help. One family posted about their 8-year-old sobbing from dehydration while waiting in line. College students filmed themselves rationing their last bottles of water as the temperature climbed past 95 degrees by noon.
People are just setting up their campsites in random spots, even though that's for sure not where we're supposed to be camping at. Also, up there was an accident and people were all throwing stuff at each other.
The heat hit 100 degrees by mid-afternoon, causing cars to overheat and run out of gas. There were no bathrooms, no food, and no water anywhere in the massive line of vehicles. Security guards were nowhere to be found, and the official Coachella social accounts remained silent throughout the entire ordeal. People who spent thousands on tickets ended up hiding behind cars to pee and asking strangers for water just to survive. Medical emergencies were reported, with at least 3 people hospitalized for heat exhaustion, according to local news. The situation became so dire that some attendees abandoned their vehicles, grabbing what they could carry and walking miles to find shade or water. Why did everything fall apart? The festival organizers had added a bunch of fancy new camping options, like preset luxury tents, private camping spots, and fancy sunset vans that cost upwards of $10,000 for the weekend.
Last year it took us like 15 minutes to get our camping spot. This year, there's not a staff member in sight.
But they didn't think about how to handle all the extra traffic. Music magazine Billboard looked into the situation and found that the new booking system for special campsites slowed down check-in for everyone. Each person took just a few extra minutes, but with thousands of cars, those minutes turned into hours of waiting. Former Coachella staff members who spoke anonymously revealed that the company had laid off 30% of their experienced logistics team just 2 months before the event. They replaced them with cheaper contractors who had never worked a festival of this size before. The biggest mistake: in past years, gates would open around 6 a.m. even though the official time was 9 a.m. This year, they stuck strictly to the 9 a.m. opening, even though they knew thousands of people had been waiting since 2 a.m. Internal emails leaked to social media showed managers discussing the buildup of cars but deciding not to open early because they didn't have enough staff to handle security checks. By the time they realized the severity of the situation, it was too late. Emergency plans that should have been activated weren't followed. Water stations that should have been sent out to the lines never materialized.
Live from the Coachella car camping line. We've been here since 7:30.
It's almost 12 hours.
The company behind Coachella is now facing multiple class action lawsuits from attendees claiming negligence and false advertising. The difference between normal festival goers and famous influencers was huge. While regular people were fainting from heat in the parking lot, social media stars were busy filming videos of their luxury rooms far from the chaos. Influencers showed off their private bathrooms, huge beds, and free gift bags worth thousands of dollars. One beauty influencer unpacked a swag bag containing over $15,000 in designer clothes, makeup, and electronics, all for free just to post about brands at the festival. The contrast became even more stark when leaked photos showed the exclusive Creator Compound, a secret area where top-tier influencers had access to unlimited free food, private shuttles, and air-conditioned lounge areas, all while regular attendees couldn't even find a working water fountain on the grounds. This made a lot of people angry online, with many wondering if Coachella had stopped being a music festival and turned into just a giant photo shoot for famous internet people. Even music industry professionals joined the criticism.
Right now, the time? 5. What time is it?
5:21.
5:21. We've been here for 12 hours. I've been like this.
And we decided to stretch.
With one Grammy-winning producer tweeting, "Coachella used to be about discovering new artists. Now it's about discovering which influencer has the best filter on their staged photos." The backlash grew so intense that several sponsors started pulling out of their influencer deals mid-festival after seeing the negative publicity. Major brands suddenly wanted to distance themselves from what people were now calling the Fire Festival for influencers who actually showed up. You can't talk about Coachella drama without mentioning James Charles, who somehow finds controversy every year since the famous Sugar Bear hair incident that started the huge beauty community fight back in 2019. This year, James complained on TikTok about how festival organizers combined the VIP and artist entrances and got rid of special transportation. This meant he had to walk around like everyone else. People quickly attacked him in the comments, calling him spoiled and out of touch. The backlash was so severe that the hashtag #JamesCharlesIsOverParty started trending again, with users digging up his past controversies alongside his current complaints. Some followers even started canceling their memberships to his makeup subscription service in protest.
Coachella, what the hell are you doing? We have been stuck in line for nearly 10 hours. We showed up here for camping at 3 in the morning and got in line. It's almost 1 p.m. right now. We still haven't even gone through security.
Hater James made another video explaining he wasn't upset about the money, but about safety and privacy. He talked about uncomfortable situations with strangers touching him and invading his personal space. He described how one intoxicated fan followed him around for nearly an hour, despite multiple attempts to get security involved. His follow-up video sparked debate about celebrity safety at public events versus entitlement. Some fans sympathized with his security concerns, while others pointed out that regular attendees face similar issues without special treatment. Whether his complaints were fair or not, everyone online agreed on one thing. This Coachella was nothing like previous years. Even other beauty influencers who normally support James stayed notably silent, not wanting to associate themselves with the growing Coachella backlash.
Hey guys, I just got to my room for Coachella and we're gonna do first impressions. This is where I'll be getting ready for the weekend. I'm so excited. We have so many Lemmy products. Toilet, shower, bathtub. Okay, now we're entering the room.
Even weirder than the camping disaster was the strange vibe inside the festival. Content creator Alex Earl shared a video from Lady Gaga's show saying the crowd was completely dead, despite it being one of the most anticipated performances of the weekend. The most shocking part? She actually got yelled at by another person for dancing at a music festival. Alex explained that while she was jumping around having fun, a woman behind her got angry and started an argument. Security didn't intervene despite the confrontation happening right in front of them. The woman and her friends left the show early. They clearly didn't care much about seeing Lady Gaga perform. They were just there to take photos in their expensive outfits and leave.
It's 100 degrees outside. People's cars are overheating. They're running out of gas. There are no bathrooms anywhere for us to use. There's staff porta potties people are being denied access to. People who've been waiting there in their car for 10 plus hours.
This wasn't an isolated incident either. Multiple videos surfaced showing eerily quiet crowds during major performances. During one of the festival's biggest EDM sets, drone footage captured what should have been a dancing crowd, but instead showed hundreds of people standing still with phones raised, barely moving as the music blasted. Music journalists in attendance noted that crowd participation seemed to be at an all-time low. People in the comments were shocked by how strange the crowd was. Many pointed out that nobody was there for the music anymore. They just wanted to film content for social media. Longtime festival fans said this would be their last year at what they now call a content creation convention instead of a music festival. Several artists reportedly expressed frustration backstage at the zombie-like audiences. One headliner's manager revealed that the artist considered stopping the show to ask if people were actually enjoying themselves or just filming for their stories. Even the biggest celebrities got caught up in the mess. Hailey Bieber became the talk of social media when videos showed her driving Justin and his friends around the festival. People quickly started calling her their Uber driver and made jokes about her chauffeuring the boys.
So cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, if you can't tell by now, I'm here with Lemmy. Shut the f up. No way. Guys, I've been wanting to get one of these like old cameras for the longest time.
The situation looked particularly bad because Justin was filmed laughing and enjoying himself in the backseat with friends while Hailey sat silently behind the wheel. Body language experts analyzed the footage, claiming Hailey looked deeply unhappy and subservient in the relationship dynamic. Leaked text messages from Justin's phone later revealed that Hailey had actually volunteered to drive because she was the only one staying sober that day. This vital context was completely missing from the viral clips that damaged her reputation. Some fans defended her, saying the internet was just making drama out of nothing. The couple was later seen having fun at shows with Tate McRae and Kid Laroi, but the damage was already done online. The hashtag #FreeHailey trended for days, with people expressing concern about their marriage. Then there was Charlie XCX, who showed up to an after-party wearing a sash that said "Miss should be headliner," throwing shade at Green Day, who was actually the main act that night. People online were quick to call her out, pointing out that thinking she's bigger than Green Day after one popular TikTok album was pretty ridiculous. Green Day fans launched a massive campaign streaming the band's music in response, pushing 5 of their classic albums back into the charts. Meanwhile, Charlie's team scrambled to claim the sash was just a joke between friends that got misconstrued when photographed.
Coachella is not hitting the same this year. Get ready with me for day number 3. A lot of you guys were asking me what happened to my day 2 get ready video, and I'm gonna be real with you, I filmed it. But I did spend almost the entire video complaining about different things that they changed at the festival this year.
Not all famous people were causing drama, though. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet got everyone talking by showing rare public affection. Dancing close and being cuddly in the crowd, fans were shocked to see the usually private couple being so open about their relationship. Their wholesome moment became one of the few positive stories from the weekend. Relationship experts suggested they might be the only couple to actually strengthen their bond at Coachella 2025, while everyone else seemed to be falling apart. By the end of weekend 1, almost everyone agreed it was a disaster. The camping was terrible, the crowds didn't care about the music, and even people who paid for the most expensive passes didn't get what they expected. Ticket resale prices for weekend 2 dropped by nearly 70%, as people scrambled to offload their passes. Food vendors inside the festival reported the worst sales in Coachella history, despite charging record-high prices. One vendor revealed they threw away over $30,000 worth of prepared food because attendance was so much lower than what organizers had promised them. The festival's app crashed repeatedly throughout the weekend, leaving people unable to access map schedules or emergency information. Some attendees spent hours trying to find their friends in the massive grounds with no working communication. Many people said weekend 2 might be better because there would be fewer influencers and more real music fans, but honestly, sitting in a hot tent in the desert sounds pretty awful no matter when you go.
Now, the last time that I accepted a brand deal at Coachella was Sugar Bear Hair, and we all saw how that went. So ever since then, I have politely declined any Coachella brand deals, which is totally fine, but that does mean every year I have to pay for my own artist passes for myself and my team, and they are really expensive.
Especially after reports surfaced about broken shower facilities and overflowing portable toilets that weren't serviced for over 24 hours. Festival organizers finally issued a tepid apology 3 days after the chaos, offering a 15% discount on next year's tickets, a gesture that only further enraged attendees who had spent thousands on this year's disaster. The statement blamed unprecedented logistical challenges without addressing any specific failures. So what does all this craziness mean for Coachella's future? Has the famous festival lost what made it special and turned into just another social media event? For younger fans, the answer seems obvious. Coachella isn't about music anymore. It's all about being seen, taking the perfect Instagram photo, and making your followers jealous. Music industry analysts are predicting a massive shift in how music festivals operate after the Coachella 2025 fiasco exposed the growing disconnect between organizers and attendees. As fewer people buy tickets and more people complain, the festival organizers have to make a big decision. Go back to focusing on music or fully become the influencer Olympics. Rival festivals are already capitalizing on Coachella's mistakes, with several announcing no VIP policies and music-first marketing campaigns for their upcoming events.
I do it every year though, and I don't complain because I know that I'm blessed to be able to afford it, and the whole point of buying this pass is for convenience, privacy, and safety most importantly. For some reason, they made a ton of changes this year that literally remove all of those things. For example, I spend majority of my time in the VIP section.
Former Coachella headliners have started speaking out too. One legendary rock band posted that they turned down playing this year because it stopped being about the fans and the music years ago. Their post received over 2 million likes in just 24 hours. The economic impact on the surrounding community has been substantial as well. Local businesses in Indio, California that depend on the festival's success reported revenue drops of 40-60% compared to previous years. Hotels that usually sell out months in advance had vacancies throughout the weekend. Whatever happens, everyone will remember Coachella 2025 as the year when the festival that once defined cool finally collapsed under the weight of its own hype. Music historians are already calling it a turning point for the entire festival industry, the moment when the influencer bubble finally burst. If you enjoyed hearing about this Coachella disaster, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We cover all the latest drama and tea that you won't want to miss. Our deep dives into influencer culture reveal what's really happening behind those perfect Instagram posts. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on this year's festival mess. Would you still go to Coachella after all this drama? What do you think they need to change for next year to fix these problems? Share your festival horror stories too. We want to hear them. And don't forget to smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.